Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, December 3rd, 2012. In Japan on Sunday morning, at least 9 people were killed when about 300 feet of tunnel roof collapsed. This is in a tunnel that was two and a half miles long. That's approximately 45 miles west of Tokyo. The tunnel, the Sasago Tunnel, was built in 1977. It handles tens of thousands of vehicles a day. According to onlookers and some of the survivors, huge slabs of concrete roofing began to fall in, as I mentioned, covering about a 300-foot stretch of the tunnel at about the midway point of the tunnel. The tunnel is operated by the Central Japan Expressway Company, who said that the tunnel was inspected both in September and October and nothing was found amiss. Meanwhile, today, all tunnels in Japan are hurriedly being inspected under government order. A U.S. defense official said over the weekend that international intelligence sources and spy satellites are indicating that Syria has been moving chemical weapons components in recent days. The official said that intelligence has detected activity around more than one of Syria's chemical weapon sites. He spoke on the condition of anonymity, and he said that it does not seem as if chemical weapon use is imminent, but the intelligence officials are still trying to figure out what the Syrians are doing. Meanwhile, today, Syrian jets continue to bomb rebel positions. Japan has begun to deploy a surface-to-air missile defense system and is putting its Navy on alert in advance of a planned North Korean long-range missile launch later this month. Japanese TV is reporting that a naval vessel carrying advanced ballistic missiles left a western Japan base Monday this morning, heading for the southern Okinawa Island area. North Korea announced on Saturday that it would launch a rocket between December 10th and the 22nd. This would be its second long-range missile attempt in a year. Back in April, they had a spectacular failure. The Japanese have indicated that they will shoot down the rocket if it seems as if it's going to pass over Japanese territory or it looks as if it will fall on Japanese territory. That would definitely complicate some things. New York's Metropolitan Transport Authority, the MTA, which owns all of the subways as well as many of the other tunnels in New York City, has revealed that its total losses from Sandy are in the region of $5 billion. This means that it's going to use up all of its $1.1 billion insurance program. They said that this is a highly provisional loss estimate. They expect about $4.75 billion of infrastructure damage and about $270 million in lost revenue and operating costs. Property direct and facultative underwriters have been writing off the program almost since the storm hit, with most picking it out as the single standout loss that it was incurred during Sandy. According to some of the information about the policy, Marsh brokered the program. It only provides flood cover on the layers up to $800 million. Underwriting sources say that Liberty Syndicates and Ascot are leading underwriters on the various layers. This could be a pretty big hit. For a record 7th season, it seems that Florida is escaping the hurricane season. The hurricane season ends on December 1st, so it did in fact escape. Much less storm-prone areas such as New York, New Jersey, Newfoundland, and the Azores got whacked, but Florida missed it again. So if they keep their fingers crossed, maybe they'll be lucky next year. One of the casualties of Hurricane Sandy, of course, was the cancellation of the New York City Marathon. Tens of thousands of runners registered for the event. Many of them had already arrived from diverse places such as New Zealand, India, and Japan. The Roadrunners Club, which organizes the race, is now involved in a battle with the insurance companies to try to get some compensation for the cancellation. Most of the policy apparently is placed in Lloyd's. Benjamin Lawsky, the superintendent for financial services in New York State, who's also the insurance commissioner, has stepped in to try to mediate a settlement in recent days. In a statement released on Saturday morning, a spokesperson for Lloyd's said, "The Lloyd's market always seeks to settle valid claims as quickly as possible. At stake is about $15 million in non-refundable entry fees that runners paid, as well as millions more in ticket sales and sponsorships." A person familiar with the discussion said that Lloyd's has already authorized a, quote, large payment a sign that it has acknowledged liability, even though the Roadrunners Club in the city decided to cancel a race which could in fact have been held. Apparently Lloyd's is still working with the state and the race officials regarding the size of the payment, and a significant disagreement still remains. Good for Lloyd's for even considering it when in fact they didn't necessarily have to. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you.